Welcome back. We're so proud to have representatives here from the Ozarks Arts Council and the beloved Lyric Theater, which is down on the Harrison Square. And they try to put on events throughout the year to keep that operation going. And with us here is Eric Stefanski. He's Vice President of, I guess you coordinate the music events, basically?
The official title is Concert Instigator.
Concert Instigator. Well, if you're going to put yourself a title, that would be
Absolutely.
That would be what you want to.
Anything that's instigational, irritational, and any of those sorts of words, they all come natural to me.
I bet
You are the
teachers in school had problems with you.
School?
School? Oh.
Yeah, pretty
went
much.
To school.
Pretty much, they did.
Or detention.
Yeah, when I couldn't escape.
Couldn't escape it.
Yeah.
Well, you've got an event coming up, and a preference. The gentleman sitting next to you here is a member of the Hedley Lamar Band.
Gentlemen, thank you.
There you go. That's the only time you'll hear it from me. And tell us about that event, what that's going to be all about.
Oh, well.
Plus some of the other events that we're going to be
absolutely.
talking about. Yeah.
I mean, this spring, we're getting music back rolling once again at the Lyric Theater. And, actually starting tomorrow evening, we've got the Harrison High School Chamber Singers coming in. Mm-hmm. They're going to be, they're the only high school singers who are going to be at the regional clinic in Hot Springs coming up here in a week or two, and they're previewing everything for us tomorrow evening at 7. And so that kind of kicks the music for the year off. And then we've got the Hedley Lamar Band on the 20th. And again, we haven't really had the sort of local music that we should be having since back when you had your local Licks series a few years ago. And it worked out great here on Facebook. I think Greg James and I had gotten together on something or another, and then Billy called me, and it's like, yeah, let's get this done. And so we're looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great concert. It's going to be, again, Hedley Lamar Band with Brother James Band as well. So we're looking at a great show coming up.
Yeah. Well, I can attest to the fact that Billy Youngblood and the other guys in the group, very high-class band, and if you like rock and roll and a little bit of soul and funk.
James is excellent too.
Yeah, a good combination.
Here, how much? If you'll hold that up just a little bit. So we want to hear you, Billy. Come on.
You say that, but yeah, Brother James, they're a great group.
Yeah.
Fantastic bunch of guys. Real
Are
entertainers.
these local guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's Greg and his brother.
I think Greg's the only James in the band.
Okay, all right, okay. I thought his brother.
But there's no Hedley in our band, so.
There's no Hedley.
Go figure.
How did that
no
name
Lamar.
come about? I'm just a little bit curious.
We didn't want to name it the Billy Youngblood Band. That was too facetious. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we were watching a Mel Brooks movie one day, and
And that's how it.
there it was.
Blazing Saddle
There it was.
reference.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
I was thinking with the reference that way. So with that as the band name, if you guys were to, for instance, play Jumpin' Jack Flash, when you hit the gas line, it really would relate to the band name as well.
It's a gas,
really
gas,
would.
gas.
Yeah, I mean, it would.
You.
Yeah, I could see all sorts of possibilities
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be thoroughly entertained, I'm sure, with the selections lineup that'll be down there. Of course, I haven't heard James Brothers in a while. I don't know what they're playing, but they do write some of their own.
They write a lot of their own
songs.
material.
Yeah.
They're like early Neil Young if they recorded in Muscle Shoals.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense to any
So-
music aficionados there.
The concert, is that a Saturday concert?
That is a Saturday concert.
February 20th. Starts at what time?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
And then the following Saturday at 7, we have Motown Downtown. They've been up in Branson for a number of years now, and they're kind of in one of the smaller theaters in Branson. So actually coming to the Lyric is moving to a bigger theater.
Okay.
And we are kind of a strange-sized venue. We're a medium-sized venue that has the intimacy of a small venue, but the acoustics of a good hall. And it's really a great place to hear a band. And it's kind of, again, if you've heard the Hedley Lamar Band at say Brick Oven or something, that's a great setting as well. But there's something about the Lyric Theater,
Sure.
and something about the live acoustics of that theater that just, if you liked them somewhere else, you will absolutely love them in the Lyric.
Yeah.
And again, that was prior to the Christmas concert with the Harrison High School Chamber Singers. They had never performed at the Lyric, and when Mr. Crouch got in there and heard his kids sing, it's like, oh, we've got to do this again.
Yeah.
It was just immediately, we're coming back.
Yeah, yeah. And some of the other events that are coming up
Oh,
throughout the month.
All sorts of stuff. I mean, first of all, we've got a couple of films that are from other groups. The First Baptist Church is showing The War Room at 6 o'clock on the 14th. And then NAFI's got a fundraiser where they'll be showing Inside Out at 7 o'clock on the 19th. I think that's a contribution of diapers or something.
Okay.
If Juliana was here, you know, the executive director now, if she were here, she could tell you all the details, and she didn't program me as well as she was supposed to before she left for work this morning, so I'm just kind of muddling through the day.
Okay.
Of course, we've got the Dixie Swim Club coming up in March, which is another Jones Hope Wooten play. This one's a little bit more dramatic or slightly darker than the average Jones Hope Wooten, but still going to have that same sort of humor. In April, we moved to a concert that was offered to us by the Mosaic Vocal Ensemble. And again, I have peculiar background. I mean, that was whenever you said the Hedley Lamar Band is a class band, it's like, so how do I fit in this conversation? I'm not sure how I got here. But the Mosaic Vocal Ensemble is a opera, light opera, comedic opera sort of a thing. And it's one of those sorts of music that personally I probably would not have gone out and looked for, and yet I've heard some of the clips of them and talked with the Mr. McMurphy, who's in charge of it, and I thought, you know what? While this is not my type of music, I think I'm going to enjoy the concert.
Now, where are they located? Where are they from?
They're out of the Springfield area.
Okay.
And he teaches. He's a vocal coach down here. That's actually how we got in contact with him. So he's a vocal coach for one of the high school kids. But it's kind of like, as I was telling Billy earlier, when Lawrence Juber was in last fall, I wasn't a great Wings fan. It was light to me. A lot of people like him, nothing against that. And then they tell me, well, he's going to play an all-acoustic set. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I can even sell this. I don't know if I'm going to like it. But I had to be there, and it was fantastic. Fantastic, the skills this guy has. And it's some of the things that, you know, we've got so much that comes to this town, so many treasures that we have that live here as well, that are able to perform, whether theater or music or what have you. And even if you're just going, well, maybe it would be interesting, come to the Lyric and you'll find out that you love stuff that you didn't even know that you liked. That's just the environment we're in.
Give it a chance.
Absolutely.
You know, and then we, after that February 27th, or that actually April 9th, the Mosaic Vocal Ensemble, we jump a couple months to July 8th. And then there's a couple things in July if you want to talk about those.
Yes, in July we have Absolutely Patsy Cline. That's Tracy Lynn DeMille, who has been Absolutely Patsy Cline for 18, 19 years. And she has a new concert coming up, which is the day after it, 50 Years of Fabulous Females. And so it will be, you think of your top female artists, both pop and country, from the last half of the last century. And she is going to be doing all of them, and it's, well, maybe not all of them, but a bunch of them. And she has been known as one of the great entertainers there in Branson for years, and she's going to do a great job for us. A couple of things that weren't on your email, since it was mainly music on that. We also have a comedian coming in April 16th, Pastor Pudge. Bob Courtney was renowned rodeo clown and different things that way, and he now has this comedy act that he does. He's based out of the Springfield area as well, and he'll be here for that. Of course, the weekend after that, or 2 weekends after that, depending on school schedule, Michael Mahoney will be having a series of one acts that will be fantastic as well. Some of those locally written by North Ark professors, and the others that aren't. We've got, of course, also coming up the Cinderella Kids The Cinderella Kids auditions will be the day after Dixie Swim Club closes, and then that play will be in June, and in August we've got the Music Man.
You're going to have to come back.
I think
Because
we can
that's,
probably
you know, a broad span there, but
You don't think people have just memorized that?
No, I
think
don't.
so. And if you
But-
would like more information, you go to
Yeah.
the
It's like
lyric.
being in church. Nobody memorizes what I say. I don't get it.
That's why you have to keep coming back
That's
every
right.
week.
And
I guess so.
refreshing everyone's minds.
If
We
you
can
want
do
more
it.
information, you go to the Facebook page. What was the Lyric Theater, or is it the Ozark Arts Council?
We have
Have both.
Ozark
Either
Arts
one.
Council on Facebook. The theater company also has a Facebook page. Of course, our website is thelyrichaRrison.org, or if you forget that, ozarkartscouncil.org will get you to exactly the same page. To get tickets for anything, if you just go to ticketpeak.com/lyric theater, and you can spell it R-E or E-R, they both work now. So ticketpeak.com/lyric theater, and all the tickets for all the shows that we're selling tickets for already are already there, which is pretty much everything through May or June.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the one February 20th with Hedley Lamar and the James Brothers is $10. That's for both. Is that right? $10 for both, or how's that work?
Now you would ask that.
I
You
think
would-
I think I'm right. I think
it
I
says
looked
10
at
and
that.
12.50.
10 and
Is it 12?
12.50.
10 and
Yeah.
Depending on
12.50?
how
Okay.
close you want to be to
Okay.
the band.
Again,
Okay.
that's
All right.
February 20th.
$12 is in the back. No, not
Yeah.
just kidding.
I was also thinking of selling backstage passes for $500. So if anybody wants to offer the money, we can work that out.
We can share a Mountain Dew or something. Exactly.
That'll work. That'll work. Well, thanks so much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you.
And thanks for putting all these events together. People out there complain about there's nothing to do on the weekends. Go to
There's
the
plenty.
website or the Facebook page and find out what there is available at the Lyric. The Lyric is trying to be more viable and a vein of activity for the community here. So check all that out on the website or the Facebook page, and look forward to see all y'all down there during these events.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Thank
a lot
you.
for being here.
Thank you.
Who's up next?
Up next, we have Charlene Marie, Awesome Possum
All right.
Entertainment. Stay with us.